I can hear sold out, and I'm thinking, is it S-O-L-D or S-O-U-L-E-D? One of them. But listen, welcome back to Sunrise. It's time to move by faith and not by sight. With the 24 Gates Consulting's Sold Out Christian Sales Conference, this free online event aims to empower faith-based business owners by addressing key aspects such as cultivating a biblically aligned mindset in wealth development and implementing the best sales practices. Here to tell us more is Chief Vision Holder at 24 Gates Consulting, Latoya Anderson-Buchanan. Mr. Anderson, big data. Welcome to Sunrise.
Thank you so much. Nice, welcome.
Yes.
Faith works equals success. Faith plus works equals success. I like that.
I like that formula.
And you know, as I'm listening to you and viewing what you just said, I love this conference because normally you don't align Christianity with wealth.
Right.
A lot of people, you know, growing up, money is the root of all evil. You will get your riches when you reach to heaven. And a lot of people believe that Christianity means sufferation or you mustn't have anything. Yes, material things should not be put at the forefront, right? But material things are important and it takes cash to care. So I'm very happy that this mindset change, thinking that all Christians have to be poor and look lopsided. And I'm saying, even in the secular world, people live good. Why am I feeling praise God and look good to a woman?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I like that, And on that note, tell us, well, I mean, I'm going to ask you, why the faith-based conference? Why is it aligned with wealth? And how it is aligned with wealth? Because as Kitty just said, Mrs. Kitty, that we don't normally think wealth and combine it with biblical teachings.
There's a wrong notion, and she did mention it earlier, that Christianity is equal to poverty. Humility means poverty, and that's wrong.
Yes.
The Bible did say that, beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, even so as your soul prospereth. So it means that your soul is supposed to be prospering and growing, and you're supposed to be prospering and growing as well. The mindset of the ecumenical community is that, oh, for us to be humble, we have to be poor. I don't buy into it. It's wrong because, of course, we are in a third world space, and generally, most of our culture is not wealth. Wealth taught, abundance mindset. Most of us don't really know how to appreciate wealth. And God,
or even think we deserve it.
Or even think we deserve it. So you find that persons are cultured to thinking that I have to be poor.
Yes.
I have been coaching for a while now, and I'm recognizing even in the space, in the business space, that a lot of Christian business owners are not thriving. They're not thriving because, one, there's a wrong mindset. They're not thriving because, two, there are other issues that really does affect your sales, your growth, your profitability. And so this was really birthed on my 40th birthday, just trying to figure out. Someone gifted me a trip, and I was sitting down in my girlfriend's living room in Canada and saying, God, what's next? What am I going to do? Because coming out of corporate, this is new to me, business is new to me, and I want to give back in real tangible ways, but where do I start first, right? So I did start to mentor persons, but this conference birthed around my birthday, the day after my birthday, sitting down and saying, how do I do 40 great? Right? So I actually reached out to churches in Canada while I was there, but they weren't taking on to it. So I literally put it down and I didn't pay it any mind until I was coaching a company here, and I went to a space. I stopped at TBC actually to pray that day, and I heard it, Christian Sales Conference. I'm like, what? Christian Sales Conference. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, you know what? I need everybody on board who can be on board. The persons who have been on board have really been great to us. They have sponsored so persons who are speaking. We are having Francesca Anderson that's speaking on organizational behavior. I recently did some work with her with a company that I'm coaching, and I recognize that one good HR case can wipe you out, can close down your business. I'm like, whoa, people need to know about this. So I'm like, you know what, partner with me, come on board, and she's there to do that. Reverend Michael Taylor is speaking on Christian leadership. Sad to say, some of the leaders who are also Christians are really not nice. And so I want to have persons understand that, listen, you can be Christian, you can be a leader, but your life as a business owner, as a leader, as a corporate manager is not separated from you being a child of God. You're a child of God first.
Right.
And then afterwards, you are whatever else comes.
Designation, yes.
And so that flavor that you should bring as a leader, as a salesperson, as a business owner, whatever it is, has to be on par with what God is saying that you're supposed to be.
May I just ask you quickly, Latoya, is it for Christians only? I know it's a Christian sold out, but persons who are not born again Christians, can persons come?
Of course.
Invited?
A lot of other persons are actually going to be there, but you're coming to our space, so you understand that we're going to be talking about what biblical principles you're supposed to be adhering to when you're running your business. What are you supposed to do otherwise? As you mentioned, you heard it mentioned, it's not just about the Bible that we're going to be talking. We're talking about real situations. We're talking about HR. We're speaking about leadership, and I'm going to be talking about sales.
I know
how you grow your sales.
Most Americans I know and I've met, they're not opposed to learn about how to make money, whether it is being, scripturally guided. If you're going to tell them about how to make money, they're interested. Jamaicans, we say, oh, God bless no man curse every day, even though they are not born again Christian. Deuteronomy says God gives us the power to create wealth. Somebody who's watching, before you leave, they want to say, all right, now my interest is piqued. Now give me some or two sales best practices that I need to will learn at this conference. All right,
so before I speak about the best sales practices, really, I want to talk about the fact that there's a difference between something being legal and being ethical. So there's a thin line. There are some businesses that I have had to say, no, I can't take this because it's not in line with my principles as a Christian, right? It doesn't mean that it's illegal. It doesn't mean that it's bad. But for me, and what I represent, I can't represent that or coach that, right? In terms of sales mindset, it is such a tough topic, but I want to address based on the two different groups that we're going to be coaching or talking to. So we're going to be talking to persons who are doing sales. They are actually selling themselves. Whether you're a business owner, entrepreneur, salesperson or not, then in sales, you're selling, there is a way to sell, right? Then we're going to be addressing persons who are sales leaders. There is a difference between being a salesperson and being a sales leader. The structure is different. Everything is different. There's accountability. A sales manager is held to a different standard. You're supposed to be holding your team accountable, creating the space and motivating your team, tracking and all of that. I want to be addressing that. And of course, we're giving them some sort of structure because persons have been selling wildly out here and there's a science to it. So there's a science.
Where do we register? How do we sign up now?
Right. So on the 24 Gates Consulting Instagram page, there's a link. I cannot end this interview without speaking about SpurOpen.com. They have facilitated this and they've blessed us with the opportunity to have a smooth registration process. Thank you so much, Sir Lawrence. That's Wendell Lawrence. And JN Bank, actually, they're our main sponsors. So you can register by clicking the link on the 24 Gates Consulting Instagram page.
Right. Is it free to do so?
It is absolutely free, and you're getting all this good stuff. Actually, today at 10 o'clock.
10 a.m.?
10 a.m. this morning.
Right after the show.
10 to 1, join on, get some tips, get good information, be inspired. And this is where faith meets business.
Lovely. Hallelujah. Thank you.
Yes, of course, that was Latoya Anderson-Buchanan, Chief Vision Holder at 24 Gates Consulting. Are you ready to steal the deal? Stick and stay for what's coming up next. So on Sunrise after the break.
Lovely.
Thank you for coming.